This game, which I'm about to show you, is an absolutely stunning game. It was played between two world-class grandmasters, Jan Nepomniachtchi and Anish Giri. It happened just yesterday at the third round of the Sinquefield Cup. Let's dive into the game. Jan Nepomniachtchi has the white pieces, Anish has black, and the game starts off as a Nimzo Indian. Yan plays the move e3, Anish castles, and then a3, already making the game exciting. Bishop c3, bc3. And we see the imbalances kind of showing in this position because white now has the bishop pair, but black has a lead in development. Now notice this word development because black goes d6, knight c6, queen e8. But in all of this, what does white do? White has pushed his h pawn down the board. First f3, then e4, then h4, h5. So until now, no pieces have been developed. The bishop comes out to a6 and I was thinking to myself, okay, is Yan now going to develop a piece? Well, he does develop a piece, but not a minor piece. He goes rook a2. And in this position, already the engines are saying, oh, black is better. Anish jumps with his knight to a5. Now the c4 pawn is a huge weakness, correct? Yan says, I don't care. g4. Now Anish could take on c4, but he plays queen c6, which is a nice move. Rook swings over to g2. And so you will see that white has not developed a single piece yet, minor piece. Knight takes c4, sorry, bishop takes c4, bishop takes c4, queen takes c4. Now the c3 pawn is hanging, so he develops knight e2. You will see that these two rooks are so beautifully positioned here. Now the attacking idea is g5, g6. Anish goes knight d7, I like this, g5. And this moment Anish starts to think, because he is, when it comes to danger, there is one player who understands it very well, and that's Anish Giri. He plays his pawn to e5 and he says, I must create play in the center. I was thinking to myself whether f5 made more sense. Because if you get some more space in the position, let's say gf6, knight f6, rook g1, rook f7, you can protect with the rook on g7. But still this position looks very dangerous, like bishop h6 is in the air and so on. Okay, so he played e5. Yan went g6. And here the position is super complex. Like, what do you play as a human being? Your opponent is blitzing out his moves. He's not thinking much. And the engines prefer the move h6. But think about it, like bishop h6, g h6, queen d2, attacking h6, king g7. And now g f7, king f7. It's a check. So queen h6, king e8. And this position is fine for black. But it's not so easy to assess it. So instead, he played fg6, Yan took hg, and now over here, he took rook takes f3. And when the rook came and took this pawn, I was thinking to myself, like, let's say if rook f3 and I try to take rook h7, trying to attack here, Anish had it worked out. He wanted to go knight f8, which was a very good defensive move. So he had this thought of a defense. But instead, what Yan did, he took gh, king h8, rook g1, attacking g7, rook f7, and now boom, bishop h6, g7 is falling. So he took rook g8 check. You can't take because I'll queen. So he took king h7, rook takes a8. And here white has won an exchange, but black's pieces are very well placed. And actually the position is dynamically balanced. It's very, very difficult to play this position for both sides. Maybe queen c6 attacking the rook, rook a7, e4 pawn is hanging. This is something that Jan Nepomniachtchi Anish had to look into here carefully. He's played well until now. He went knight f6. And when he played knight f6, Yan now found a very, very good move. After knight f6, he played d takes e5. And Anish did not gauge the danger. He took on e4. And this is where you must think now. White to play, what to do, because the position is crazy. Black has knight c3 ideas, rook is coming in on the f file. It looks very dangerous. Here Yan played the stunning move, queen c1. It's a beautiful move. And the point is, if you play knight b3, what is the move that Yan had prepared? Yes, rook h8 check, king h8, queen takes h6 check, rook h7, queen f8. The queen has to block and rook g8 mate. Insane variation. And so at this point, Anish realized, oh my god, what have I done? So he played knight g5, but in came the move rook takes g5. If you take hg, I take with the queen, threatening queen h5, rook h8. So that's the reason why if after rook g5 played queen h4, rook came back to g3. If you count material, at this point white is an entire rook up. But queen h1 check. Anish has seen it. King d2. And now he takes, queen takes a8. No, sorry, he didn't play king d2. He went rook g1 back. Queen takes a8. The material is even. But the attack still continues very, very strongly. Queen c2 check. King h8. And there came queen g6. Threatening the rook, also the h6 pawn. So he played the move queen f8, trying to defend everything that is there. And then came rook h1. This is an important move. He played first e6, attacking the rook, rook e7. I was wondering if rook h7 made any sense, but then there is still rook f1, rook f7. So he played rook e7, and now rook f1 still possible. There's queen g7, but first rook h1, very strong move. Rook h7, now rook f1. And if you play queen g7 now, this is not going to work because of queen e8 and rook f8. So that's the reason why he played rook e7, queen d8. In came rook f7, takes, pawn takes, threatening h6. So queen f8, and now check, king h7, and knight f4. With game over as knight e6 is coming. The knight on a5, which went to that square as early as move number 11, remained there right until the end of the game till move 37. Kudos to Jan Nepomniachtchi for playing a masterful attack. I absolutely loved it, and I hope you too enjoyed it as well. To beat Anish Giri like this is never easy, but Jan just showed that sometimes by taking risk in the opening and playing against an opponent's fears and over the board pressure, you can create such masterpieces. For now, this is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye bye.